Hi, my name is Chris Arden and thank you for joining me here at Amendoeira Golf Resort in Portugal. Today we are talking about putting and more specifically how you can reduce the number of 3-putts you have during your rounds of golf. We're going to be showing you something you can do from long distance, something you can do from short distance, put them together and you'll reduce the amount of 3-putts you have and lower your scores. So thank you for joining me here at Amendoeira in Portugal. I've just been here for 4 days hosting a golf school. This venue has kindly given me access to the facilities for a few days to create some content, hopefully which is going to help you play better. We are, as you can probably see, on the putting green, which means that we're talking about putting and specifically what you can do to improve or reduce the number of 3-putts that you have in a room. If we could stop the golfers out there 3-putting, we would lower so many scores, we would lower so many handicaps, and we would make the game more enjoyable. There's nothing more frustrating than hitting a good shot to the green and then taking 3-putts to get down. So you can see the putt that I've got over here right across this green. I reckon this is probably in the region of some 40 feet. Now, if you're 3-putting, there is really going to be two reasons why that happens. Either the first putt that you hit is not close enough. So this putt here I might leave, let's say 10, 12 feet away. If I were to miss that next putt, that missed putt is not really the problem. It's the fact that I didn't get it close enough for the first putt. The second reason you may well be 3-putting is actually you hit your first putt from here to maybe 3 feet, but you miss that short one. So if we're looking to reduce your 3-putts, we really need to look at improving your long putting and also tightening up or improving your short putting. Now, it's incredibly difficult for me to say exactly why you might be 3-putting, but we're just going to give you some simple things in this video which you can take to the course the next time you play, which I think are really going to help you improve. So let's go through what you can do with your first putt to make sure you get it closer. If you're not close enough, it's probably going to be through the pace of the putt rather than the direction of the putt. So how do I know how far that hole is away from me? Well, I use my eyes, I see that hole. But all too often I'll see golfers on the golf course where they'll maybe take a practice stroke, but their eyes are looking down here towards where the ball is. They might then shuffle in, they might have a glance at the hole and then hit their putt. It's incredibly difficult for your body to sense and feel what it needs to do in terms of strength and power if we're not taking in and absorbing where that hole is and the distance that the ball has to travel. So this is what I want you to do. Take your setup inside the ball. Get yourself nice and comfortable and actually take your eyes from the ball to the hole. When they get to the hole, hold them there while you're making a few practice strokes. Now, as I'm doing this, I'm not really overly concerned with how far my putter is going back and through, the pace of the putter. I'm just thinking about looking at the hole and allowing my body to react to what it sees. Now, me personally, if I was doing this, I would probably want to be taking maybe 3 putting strokes. I'm then going to look back at the ball. Putter goes in, another glance at the hole, build my stance, a final glance, and then I would hit my putt. So that would be my routine. So as I approach and hit that putt, I've really been focusing very much on the hole and the distance that my ball has to travel. That's a fantastic way to feed your body with the right information to allow it to execute it quite naturally. And that's the key thing with pace, it's making it more natural. So let's go ahead and hit this putt. And I'm going to go through that exact routine and see if I can just roll it up there and hopefully give myself a tap in for my second putt. So there's my 3. Walk in, another look, build my stance, one final look, and react. Now that's rolled up pretty good. That's only pulled up about a foot short. And hopefully what you're going to notice there as well is when I had that last look, when I come back to the ball, I want to hit the ball pretty quickly. I don't really want to be hanging around too long over the golf ball. I want to react fairly quickly. Right, let's get up by the hole. Let's talk about how you can improve those short putts when you've hopefully hit that first one much closer. So we're now up by the hole and we're going to tackle those short ones. Now these are the ones that really, you know, golfers know that they should make, but very often they don't. And you know, again, like I said back at the start of the video, it's incredibly difficult for me to say exactly why you might be missing these putts. So we can't really talk about stroke. What we can do is cover 2 things which I think are going to help you focus out of the golf course and help you start the ball on the intended line. Definitely going to help you make these short putts. So the first thing I would really encourage you to do is use the markings on your golf ball, or actually use a marker pen like a Sharpie to put a line on the ball and actually set that pointing towards where you want the ball to start. not where you want the ball to finish. So if there's some break on this putt, then you would line that ball at where you want it to start. In practice, so more on the putting green, what I've done here is I've actually taken a tee peg and I've pushed it into the ground on my start line. So in an ideal world here, my ball would roll straight over that tee peg and then go into the hole. So as I set myself up to this golf ball now, I've got two things which are really helping me. I've got the line on my ball, so the TP5 logo is lined right on my start line, and I can also see the tee peg that I want my ball to roll over. So what I'm starting to really do here is I'm starting to take my focus away from the hole. I'm starting to get rid of those thoughts of, I need to hold this 4-foot putt, or if I miss this, that's another 3-putt, or whatever those thoughts may be that you're having. What you are going to be doing is taking your starting position, lining your putter up with the markings on your ball, and then focusing very simply on, can you roll the ball over the tee peg that's in front of you? Now, obviously on the golf course, you wouldn't have that tee peg, but you can use something in front of the ball, a spot, a mark, a blemish, something like that. We call this spot putting. So I'm really trying to roll my ball over this spot. So I'm lining up my putter with the ball, and then I'm really focusing on, can I roll my ball over that tee peg? Okay, so it wasn't quite in the middle, right edge, but again, my focus was very much on the job at hand. My thoughts weren't around, I could miss this could be a 3-putt. So this video isn't really technical. It's not telling you how to hold the club, how to move your putter. It's a process, or looking at some processes that you can do out on the golf course, which I definitely think can help you improve those 3-putting. Very often when I take clients on the golf course, it's the process that I will change as opposed to the actual mechanics of the putting stroke. Very often golfers are able to start the ball on the line that they choose, but that becomes more difficult when they start having those negative thoughts or they start thinking about the outcome too much. This little drill and the drills we spoke to you about at the start are going to help you take those thoughts away, think or get the pace much better, and then really be more confident on those shorter putts. So hopefully that helps you. Definitely stopping 3-putting is a great way to lower your scores and enjoy the game a little bit more. So thank you very much for watching. Also, massive thank you to Amund for having me for a few days, hosting me for the golf school. Such a good venue. Practice facilities are fantastic. 2 courses, well worth a visit if you are in the area. Thank you also to yourself for watching. I really hope this video was helpful. If it is, I would love to have you as a free subscriber. There is a button over here which will allow you to do just that. Also down below there's a comments box, there's a like button, so if you did like the video, give it a thumbs up and let me know if you'd like me to film any future videos on any topics that you might like. Thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll see you back here again soon.